Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Leo Aguilar Stadium in Los Fresnos for the district opener in 2009 between the Los Fresnos Falcons and the Weslaco Panthers. Panthers coming into the ball game 1-2, and this was a huge ball game. With me tonight, Joey Cavillo. And Joey, the season starts tonight. All that other stuff, that's exhibition.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we're looking for. After coming off 2 losses, Terry, you want to come off and start the district season the right way. You know, we're going to find out a lot about this team, Terry. The Panthers, a young team, we're looking to see what the coaches have done this week. The coaches have been very intense. I know on Sunday they went in actually early because they wanted to make sure that they were 100% prepared for this game. And looking at prepared, Terry, we got to look out for a couple of defensive players from Los Fresnos to look out for. Number 25, Felix Salcedo, the best linebacker and the leading tackler for the Los Fresnos Falcons. Los Fresnos defensively giving up 425 yards. And offensively gaining almost 500 yards through the air. The Panthers on the defensive side need to look out for their 2 quarterbacks, Los Fresnos, Eric Delgado, number 3, and Emilio Hernandez. Both throwing quarterbacks. They're not too much of a running team, but they will spread the Panthers out and expose their weakness down the middle.
Oh, they've got number 22, Estefan Wilson, is one of the deep players. Help me out with some of the other numbers. Los Fresnos, a kind of a burgundy and gold.
Number 26.
Number 26 out there as well. That is Christian Martinez. But number 22 in the middle.
And number 10, Raul Sanchez out there. Raul Sanchez is one of their favorite receivers for the Falcons.
Okay. I believe Bocanegra is going to kick off, number 2. Let's see if that's who's going to be the kickoff man.
Hey, and Terry.
No, it's 28 or 29. It's kicking off for Weslaco. I believe that's Heriberto Garcia. He's listed in the board as a kicker, so I'd heard they might have brought up a new kicker here. Kind of a squib kick, and it might even go out of bounds. Barely goes out of bounds, Joey, at about the 3-yard line. Boy, that would have been a coffin corner job there, but I believe now Los Fresnos will get the ball at about the 30 unless they ask to re-kick it.
And you want to make sure you keep it away from number 22. He's one of their fastest running backs. I think that's what they were trying to do, Terry.
Yeah, 22 was in the middle in the deep spot, so you got to know he's a burner because you always look for that middleman to be the returner. It looks like we're going to go back 5 yards and try it over again here,
And I think the reason is Scott Ford looked at the Panthers' special teams and said, you know what, we can probably get a pretty good return off of this. So Falcons playing the chess game here, Terry, very early in the game, looking to maybe score big on special teams.
Well, that's been an area of concern. I know the special teams has been an area of concern all 3 games that we've covered. So illegal procedure for kicking the ball out of bounds. Good effort, though, Joey. It came close to the goal line. If that had gone over, of course, they would have had the ball at the 20, but the big thing is it would have taken off a return off the board. So let's see how it works out here.
And he definitely has those soccer shoes on, so you know he's a soccer player.
He's listed in the program. It's the first time I've seen him listed as a kicker. I had heard that they were looking around for, maybe another kicker or add 2 kickers. Again, it's going to go to the right side and out of bounds. That's twice now. He's got to be able to get the ball up the middle of the field. We got a little action in the middle of the field between 3 of the Falcons and 1 of the Panthers, but I've got to believe Ford is going to just back him up until he kicks it right. But it's one thing to kick one out of bounds, but you've got to kick. And right now they're talking to this youngster. Kick the ball. Maybe the strategy is to go to this side. I don't know.
What they're trying to do, Terry, is keep it away from 22. I mean, you want to keep it out of that, but I think he's just overcompensating trying to keep it away from 22.
Well, you can also kick it up the middle of the field too. Kind of that low line drive squibber kick where one of the up guys has to touch it, who's not really used to being a ball carrier.
Hey, and Terry, we haven't even talked about this field, how torn up we think it's going to be at the end of the game.
It's just rained hard. It's been raining hard in the Rio Grande Valley for the last week now. I know Weslaco and Mercedes 3 days ago were underwater practically.
And Los Fresnos, we come in here, there was puddles of water everywhere.
Well, I was told by some of the the attendants down here that it had rained up until about 5 o'clock this evening, hard, and it just let up maybe a half hour before we got here. All right, we're going to try it again here. Running our sprints. This time up the middle. The big man, all the way back to the 5-yard line, picked up there by Wilson. Right up the middle he comes, trying to find a hole, and the Panthers are going to bring him down at about the 33. Good coverage that time by the Weslaco Panthers.
The kick was great, Terry. You can't. That's the kind of kick that you want from your kicker, deep, and especially when the situation where the Panthers got the procedure penalties back on them, put it back. But actually, that kick right there saved a big return.
Yep, Kevin Lopez, number 37, and Ryan Flores, number 40, in on the stop for Weslaco. As this high-powered offense is going to go to work on their own 33-yard line, and they will work out of a shotgun. Give me the quarterback, would you, Joe?
Number 3.
Okay. Oh, almost intercepted, I thought, but good rush that time by the Panthers.
Terry, number 3 is more of a sideline passer runner, so don't look for him to go deep. He has not thrown a deep ball in this entire non-district season.
Eric Castillo listed as a quarterback. That one was almost picked off by one of the defensive linemen coming in there. Fake the hand up. No, the quarterback's going to take it himself. And he's going to be close to a first down. Yeah, he's got it up over the 45-yard line. But Castillo, you're right. He faked it and took off himself.
And if you look at the ends, Terry, the defensive ends are coming up knowing that he's going to throw to the sidelines. He's going to throw to his receivers coming back. Or, and the linebackers got to stay in their place because Castillo's a good runner.
All right, 1st and 10. Ball on about the 46 or 47-yard line. Look to throw over the middle and overthrows the pass. Pass intended for Lupe Garcia. Quarterback Eric Castillo. Has he played most of the way, or is he coming out of the ball?
He's coming out right now. Number 7, their backup quarterback, their
Emilio
senior
Hernandez.
Emilio Hernandez.
Yep.
He's a deep threat. He looks like a lot of like Danny Silva from last year. He's a big guy. Looks like a lineman almost, or a big tight end.
Well, he's 2nd down, and he plays under center. 2nd down and 10 at the 46-yard line. Oh, Panthers might have been offside. There's going to be flags all over the place. And there's a fumble picked up, still on the ground. Now they pick it up again. I got a feeling, though, Joey, this play might look like Weslaco was offside.
Yeah, and that's frustrating for a coach. Yep. The defensive lineman jumping offsides. You're right next to the ball. There's no excuse for that, according to your defensive line coach.
Maybe, I don't know. I see a coach down here waving it off. No, it's illegal procedure against Los Fresnos.
Wow,
and the coach is saying decline it. I see one of the coaches down here at the 50-yard line.
Hey, Terry, and that's a good break for the Panthers. We didn't get those kind of breaks in the past couple of games.
No, yeah, we've led the world in penalties. Remember the first game against Harlingen South, 17 penalties for 135 yards. So.
Well, Terry, they brought it back to the original line.
I don't understand that. If they declined the penalty, we should have gone to 3rd down. But
he's doing a hard count.
Hernandez hands off right up the middle, and breaking tackles, trying to get up there. And boom! Now we got the boomer tackle. Big number 45 for Weslaco secured it. That is Michael Sines. He came up to finish it off, but they don't make the first down. 3rd down though, and short as they're into Panther territory at about the. Well, let's see, about the 46-yard line.
And, Terry, they must have seen something on film, Los Fresnos is, against the Panthers, because they're doing a hard count. Hernandez really shaking his head and really trying to get the Panthers to come off sides, get some free yards.
They're throwing pads all over the field here. 3rd down and about 2. Big play for the Panther defense here right in front of us. Fake the handoff. They're going to throw. They got a man down the field, and he's got the ball. Picks it, gets past Reyna. Here comes Dominic Elmore to take him down at about the 7. But Sabino Reyna missed a tackle there, and he got a lot of extra yardage there, Joey.
Yeah, Bobby Cepeda for the Los Fresnos Falcons getting behind Sabino, and did not really see him behind him, and that's one of the worst things you can expect for a DB. You don't want that. And Cepeda, not even on the scouting reports, another one of these guys that they've been hiding during the non-district season.
Now Cepeda is what number?
Number 88.
88, okay. All right, 1st and goal inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. That was a big play. It looked like the Panthers were going to stop him, but Hernandez, who's still at the quarterback spot. And this is a team that scores a lot of points early. And inside handoff inside the 5 to about the 3.
Nunez is their workhorse, number 24, Terry.
Okay.
He's the main guy for the Falcons when it comes to the running. I'm just surprised with Hernandez from the Falcons with a hard count. You can see his head bobbing up and down, trying to draw the Panthers off sides.
Well, he gets the play from the sideline, but it is down inside the 5 to about the 3. And Los Fresnos all year long has scored points early on. They've been a very good first half team. Hernandez, the quarterback. And hands off again, trying to get wide and into the end zone, untouched. Nunez, number 24. I thought they were going to get him in the backfield that time, Joey, but once he got to the outside, he had nobody in front of him.
Yeah, Nunez broke it outside. Looked like it was a design play for the inside between the tackles, and all of a sudden took it outside because he saw something there.
Well, that took 2 minutes and 37 seconds off the clock to start the ball game, and Los Fresnos, just like that, is on the board, 6-0. Here's the extra point attempt by the kicker, number 1, Degollado. Degollado. Okay. That's about a 4-syllable handful there. 7-0 Los Fresnos, leading at 9:23 to go here in the first quarter. Let's see what Weslaco's offense has got to counter this, because they marched that ball down the field 70 yards or so. They started this drive at about the 30 and took it right down. The big play, of course, was the pass play to number 88 and
Zepeda,
and that was the big play of the entire drive.
Yeah, and it was a 3rd and long situation.
Yep, it was.
3rd and short, and that would have been great for the Panthers to take over, stop this big offensive line before they get going, because once these big boys start rolling, it's going to be hard to stop them and pound on guys like Jimmy. I can't remember Jimmy's last name.
Well, it looks like Cervantes, R.C. Cervantes in the middle for the Panthers.
Jimmy Montes, that's right.
Okay. John Rojas in the middle. And R.C. John and R.C., the running backs. All right, here we go. Degollado? Okay, you pronounce that one.
Degollado.
You're in charge of the kicker.
Hey, Degollado actually kicked a 50-yarder against Cal Allen.
50-yarder, huh? Got good leg then. This one is a deep one. Going to be picked up at about the 1-yard line. That looks like R.C. Cervantes trying to cut up against the grain, and he's not going to get much. Doesn't even get back to the 20. And the Panthers are going to have to do business. And this has been the story all year long, Joey. Field position, no matter what the game, they cannot get the ball past the 30 on the kickoff.
And surprise with the Panthers, Randy Lopez coming back from the injury, trying to start the game. He has you can see in pregame we saw him with his big old pad on his knee. I think they're saying it was a torn meniscus, Terry,
okay.
But I don't want to say anything.
All right, he's got Cervantes in the slot. No, he's going to, and inside hand up. I believe that's Garcia.
No, that's Burciaga.
Burciaga, okay, he gets the start tonight. Now Burciaga's kind of more the fullback type than Rojas. Burciaga a little bigger.
He's the back down the middle. He's the thunder when it comes to running.
Oh yeah, he gets some tough yards. Gets about 3 on the play up to about the 20-yard line. They send Rojas in motion. Now they go inside again, and maybe up to the 22, 23-yard line. That's Burciaga for the second time tonight.
Yeah, I think what the Falcons are doing is they're keen on Rojas. I think they view him as the best runner for the Panthers.
He's one of the top 2 or 3 rushers in 5A at 32-5A, I believe.
And what's amazing, Terry, we didn't see him very much in non-district.
But most of his yards, Joey, are from long gains. He's a home run hitter. Randy Lopez looking. Up the middle, he's got a wide open receiver. Oh! And he drops the ball. I believe that's R.C. Cervantes.
He looked like
number 11 in that.
Joseph Martinez,
but a good pass.
R.C. thought it was for him, put his hands up, and Joseph following behind it, ended up getting the ball thrown to him.
All right, last week we had a new kicker out there. Sabino Reyna, number 24, was going to come and kick. Yep. And Sabino did a pretty good job of kicking, but boy, we only had the ball about 1 minute and 15 seconds, not even that hardly, and we have to give the ball up again to a high-powered offense.
And Sabino really had some great booming kicks.
Yep. All starts with a snap. He has to come and get it. Left foot kicker. Gets a good bounce on it. It's going to be picked up at the 40. And run back to the 50, 51, the good, decent special teams. And, well, we got some boys down there exchanging recipes for some time there.
Yeah, they're really hitting the defense and special teams are really knocking some heads around.
Well, the ball is on the 49 or 48-yard line, and just like that, Los Fresnos already with a 7-0 lead is looking to expand here. Let's see who they bring in as the quarterback. Is it number 3 or is it number 7?
Number 3 is in there right now. So watch him to be in the shotgun formation.
All right, we got our monitor here. Thank you guys. I'll check that out. All right. Number 3 is Eric Castillo. He fakes a handoff. No, he does hand off. Big running. Number 24 with the ball, and he's still on his feet and still going down to near the 20-yard line. Nunez, I believe he's the one who scored the touchdown, isn't he?
Yep, that's the same guy. He's the workhorse for the Falcons.
Well, he was busting tackles, and all of a sudden the running game, and that has not been their forte, has it? It's been more the passing game.
Yeah, when number 3 is in there, that's been the best place for the Falcons.
They're saying 29 yards on that particular play. Ball just inside the 20. Out of a shotgun this time. Castillo's looking over. Now he's going to come up under center, I believe.
Changing the play, letting the lineman know.
A little audible going on here. Nunez is the only running back there with him. Yeah, he's going to throw. He's got a receiver, but just overthrows it. Almost thought I saw a flag over there. But.
And this kid, Castillo, cannot throw the deep ball. He's done it before. He's thrown a couple of interceptions that put the Falcons in difficult situations. So they don't want him to throw the ball deep. They want those little dink passes that they call them out there in the flats.
Well, the thing is, though, he's at the 20-yard lines. I'm pretty sure that even his arm can go to the end zone. I'm pretty sure he can launch a 20-yarder.
Well, he may have the arm. He may not have the accuracy.
Right. Well, Nunez is back there with him. A very spread offense here. He's going to drop straight back over the middle and throws it low again. So, you're right. His passing accuracy has not been very good so far. He's had open receivers, but now all of a sudden we're down to that 3rd down and 10. This would be huge if after the Panthers had given up that big running, given up the ball so quickly. Defense is important here.
And that last play, Terry, you had the Panthers, doing the blitz, and Los Fresnos just very well picked up that blitz.
Castillo is the quarterback. Nunez is his running back. Send a man in motion. They're going to hand off, trying to come around. No, Castillo's going to take it, and he's down inside the 15. I don't think he's got enough for a first down, though.
It's going to be very close.
Well, I'm looking at the side judge over here at about the 14-yard line. He only picked up about 5.
Wow, it actually looked closer up from up here.
I'm guessing field goal here.
Well, this kid, Degollado, is 50-yarder in a game against Cal Allen, so he's got the leg.
He's got it on the 22. It'd be a 32-yard kick if he's got the accuracy. Here's the snapback. The kick is way up. Has it got enough?
Right down the middle.
No, it's no good. Hey, we'll take that.
That's great.
Good defensive stand by the Panthers to stop this high-powered offense.
Wow, Terry. It looked like it was going to go straight in. It looked pretty. It just wasn't straight.
We get kind of a bad angle from up here. I've never been able to figure it out from the sidelines if that thing is down the middle or not.
Yeah, I mean, again, we have those white poles, and it's not very helpful from up here.
All right, let's see if the offense can get her going here. It's good to have Lopez back because he does give you the presence of a passer, and he's always a threat back there, and he does have a pretty good arm. But, we've got some good receivers. R.C. Cervantes, Burciaga, great receivers. Handoff, got a little hole, and up to the 21-yard line is Burciaga. Haven't seen a lot. We haven't seen Rojas yet. We've seen Burciaga twice in one incomplete pass, and that has been the offense so far.
Well, you know this, Terry. What you do is you wait until the defense adjusts, and then you go with your main guy. Well, right now, Burciaga is the workhorse, and then once they key on him, boom, you go to Rojas.
Well, Rojas isn't even in the ball game. He's setting this play out. And we haven't seen R.C. Cervantes.
There he is.
Now he's in motion right now. Flip out. He's going to throw a pass down the middle. Wide open is De Leon. And does he catch it?
Yes.
Yes, at the 48-yard line. A little halfback pass, little gadget play. And that, I'll tell you what, if that pass had been a little higher, Joey, he's off for a touchdown. He was way behind the defense.
And, Tony V is known for that. He needs a spark in his offense. He knows, calls a trick play. Wonderful play.
It's coming back. I see a penalty, and everybody is retreating.
Wow.
This is a tough break. The Panthers pulled, and you just don't pull that play. You might get away with that once every other week.
Yeah, you can't get away with it all the time. It's a once a game, maybe once every 3 game type of thing.
But I'll tell you what, De Leon was behind the defense. big time. Well, second down and second down and about 8. Now they're going to run the penalty back. Now it's going to be even more than that.
And Terry, did you hear what it was? Was it a holding?
I'm waiting for 5-yard penalty is what it was. So tough break for the Panthers. Oh my goodness! And you know, penalties have been an issue over the last 3-4 weeks, especially at very critical times. Rojas and Cervantes behind some blockers, and he might have got back to the 20. But remember, Joey, last week, or a couple weeks ago against Rio Grande City, Rojas had a touchdown call back because of a penalty, and we ended up losing the game by 1 point. So
and that drives coaches crazy, Terry.
Yeah.
When you have those penalties at big moments like that, you cannot have those penalties.
Third down and about 11. Last week they might have actually run in this situation. This week I look for them to throw the ball.
And Terry, last week I was talking to one of the refs, and they were saying that if a team is they call a lot of penalties on, the other crew coming in looks at that as well.
Yep. All right, third down and about 11. Rolling, still rolling. Got a man wide open and just underthrew the ball. The receiver Cervantes was wide open that time.
And Terry, do you can consider that maybe he couldn't plant his foot or
Well, essentially what that is pretty close to another 3 and out.
Yeah.
That's another 3 and out. And Los Fresnos is not known for their defense. They're known for their offense.
Well,
but,
we talked about this on the way over here, Terry.
I thought it would be high scoring, big time. I thought it was going to be like a track meet where the busiest guy in the house was the scorekeeper.
Well, by far the strong part of this Los Fresnos team is their offense. Their defense is not that strong.
Well, they're rebuilding like we are, you know.
Yeah.
Sabino Reyna. Let's see how the snap turns out. Nope, the clock had gone down to 0, and that's going to cost them 5 in an area where they can't afford 5. You know, if you're out in midfield, you can afford a 5-yard penalty.
Delay of game on the Panthers.
Yep.
See, that's 2 penalties in this
Well,
series.
the line of scrimmage is now back to the 15. Remember, this drive started, I believe, about this place. Actually, it started at the 20, exactly at the 20. High snap. And Reyna, is that Reyna?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got wide open ground. And he is going to be close to the first down. He's up near the 30. Whoa, did he take off?
Watch the side judge.
Yep, I'm watching him.
The side judge is on the north side of the 30, the 29-yard line looks like.
Running close to the first down. Official timeout for a measurement.
Well, let's hope he got it. Now they're going to take it way across the field. It all depends on where they mark the ball down.
The line judge nearest, Terry, looked at he was going to put it right before the 30-yard line. Coach Tony B went crazy when he saw that.
Julian is allowing me to look at his camera monitor, and from here, boy, I'll tell you, even from here, it's going to have to wait until they cross the field. But
it looked like they crossed the 30, didn't it, Terry?
well, I thought this drive started exactly at the 20, and if it did, they had to touch the 30. That's all they had to do would be touch the 30. Nope, he's short. He's short by about 6 inches. Back to Los Fresnos.
Wow. That it looked like he crossed that 30-yard line.
And that's twice now on 2 punts, Joey, where Sabino's had a tough time getting the snap back.
And that was a good play by him. I mean, you do what you can.
Yeah. Oh, Sabino did a great job. I thought he had it, but he missed it by just a yard. But, man, did he take off in a rush.
And watch who's in there right now. You got number 7,
all right,
Hernandez. Watch the deep ball.
That's the 3rd possession for Los Fresnos. The last 2 have been in Panther territory. Who is that, number 7 in the lineup?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's Hernandez?
Yes.
All right, man in motion. And he hands off, coming wide. If the Panthers could come get him, they got to the corner of the 20, and they're going to throw him out of bounds at about the 15. But carrying the ball that time was number 12, and that is Aaron Ronhell, a wide receiver. And he got some good yardage. He might have got a first. I think he got a first down. He did.
Yep, he sure
They're
did.
going to mark it at the 15-yard line. So Los Fresnos, the only thing that is stopped Los Fresnos tonight has been some incomplete passes.
Castillo back in the game for the Falcons.
But their running game has been real good tonight. Yep, Castillo, number 3, is the quarterback. He's going to go up under center and then call another play. He's got Nunez back there with him, number 24. And Nunez is the ball carrier right up the middle. They got him, and this time, whoa, he's still bringing a fumble. Who's got this one?
Nunez with the carry.
Well, I'll tell you what, he broke 2 tackles on big guys in the middle and fumbled the ball, but Joey, he runs hard.
Yeah, like I said, he's the workhorse for the Falcons. They know exactly that this guy here is the guy that we need to go to when we need runs. And that's why they spread out the offense, because this kid is short behind these big old linemen, and he gets lost. He's still
got 3 yards in the play, down to about the 12 or 11. The scoreboard saying the 11-yard line. Castillo, the quarterback, he's going to throw the ball this time. Almost picked off, but then received in a touchdown. That's number 88 with the reception that time. That is Bobby Zepeda. And one more time, Joey, we had a chance on the tackle, and they slipped the tackle. And that's been the story tonight. Los Fresnos has been breaking the first and second tackles.
And your defensive coaches are going nuts right now.
Oh yeah,
you need to hit.
They're talking. Yep.
Yeah, put a helmet on a helmet. Don't use your hands.
Kick is up, and this time it's through. So with 4:17 to go in the first quarter still, Los Fresnos leading 14-0.
4:17 left in the first quarter. It's about.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I live the Army values.
I will never
accept defeat.
I am the guardian of freedom
and the American way of life.
I am the Army National Guard.
Defend freedom. Visit 1-800-GO-GUARD.com today.
I tell you, Joey, it makes life easy when you only have 29 yards to take the ball.
Yeah, we preach this, and every coach preaches this. There's 3 facets to the game, and if one of those facets are not working or not hitting on all cylinders, it's gonna cause problems for your team.
Well, officially, that does not count as a turnover, but really it is, because it was a punt that he never got a chance to get off, and so they got the ball. They took the ball over on downs.
And you talk about a game of inches, Terry. Inches away from interception, Zabino Reyna. Inches away from a first down.
Well, have we had the ball past I don't think we've had the ball past the 30-yard line yet. Because we've had it 3 and out twice, basically. In the end zone. No, they're going to bring it out. And back around the 5-yard line, and that's where, oh, my goodness. We're going to get the ball at the 5 or 6-yard line.
He was 3 yards deep.
Yep. Almost on his knee. But here we go. We got 95 yards to go. Is that Burciaga? I didn't even know he was back there. No, it wasn't. He's on the sideline over here. It was number 80, Cervantes.
Yeah, Cervantes was the one. Cervantes looks like he's limping a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. But they said it was Burciaga. I looked over here. Burciaga's standing on the sideline.
Yeah.
Burciaga generally is not a runner on the run back team.
No, he's not the burst of speed guy.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Lopez again. Got one man back there with him. Who is that? Now, where's this thing?
89.
I got a little switch going on here. Handoff coming wide. That's Rojas trying to get to the outside. Cuts back against the grain, still going, and boy, they're going to bring him down. Well, let's see.
You put Jacob Lugo back there in the backfield, and all of a sudden you think that they're going to do some little trickery stuff. Did not fool the Falcons at all.
Well, I tell you, the PA announcer said by a whole flock of Falcons. He was correct there because Rojas never had a chance. Burciaga going into the lineup. From our vantage points, he got no gain, so it's still second down and 10 back at about the 5-yard line. And unless they get the ball out here, Joey, they're going to have to punt from the end zone.
And that's not a good thing.
Nope. Under center this time, man in motion. He's going to throw. He's got a man down the middle, but he's not looking. Almost intercepted. The receiver made his cut, and he never saw the ball. He still had his back to the ball as he was going for it.
Wow. Terry, I don't even know what to say about that. He had no idea that ball was coming his way.
No, he didn't. The ball was thrown out there pretty good, you know. And like I said, we've got a passer down there. I mean, Lopez can throw the ball pretty good.
And I know he was probably the backside receiver, but if you're a receiver, you've got to constantly keep your eyes on the quarterback and the ball. Once you make your cut, you need to think the ball's coming your way.
Here's a big play for the offense. 3rd down and 10 from the 5-yard line. Let's see. We're running the ball, and, boy, I don't know if they're going to get a safety out of this or not.
No, they're going to give them forward progress.
Yeah, and about the 2 or 3 yard line. But it's going to bring up 4th down and about 11 from the 4. And Sabino Reyna is going to be on the back end of the end zone on the snapback.
And that's dangerous.
Oh yeah, there's no room. There's no room for error. Remember the last time he had to run because the snap was high, and he really didn't have time to react and get the punt off here.
And, there's always a debate about this. Do you come after it being this close to the
Yeah.
goal line, or you wait and said, you know what, let me set up a good run back and let my offense take it in?
Well, they've got Stephen Wilson back at the 40, so either way, they're going to get tremendous field position again. It's a high snap. Decent kick this time, kind of a squibber.
Oh,
And
great.
it gets past to Wilson. Hey, this is tremendous. All the way out to the 48-yard line. That is I thought he almost stepped on the back line there. And if he would have, that would have been a safety.
And what a great bounce by the Panthers. I mean, we need those kind of breaks.
What do you got for us, Joey?
0-0 end of the first quarter at Ed Carjosa.
That defensive stop by the Falcons, number 5.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a great punt that time by Sabino Reyna. And no run back. And this could have been a lot worse than it was.
Yeah, this is great. That was the greatest thing that could have happened to the Panthers on the drive.
But they've had the ball. This is the fourth time they've had the ball here in the first quarter, and 3 of them have been in Panther territory. Oh, there's a man in motion. That's Castillo going to run the ball, and this time they're going to bump him down at about the 45 or 46-yard line. It almost looked like a busted play by Los Fresnos.
Well, again, this guy's a runner. He's not a passer. And speaking of the passer, he comes in right
here
now,
he comes,
Hernandez.
Yep. Well, we haven't talked anything much about their offensive line, but they got some big hosses. I look at this big boy over here in the right tackle, 73, and he is big.
That's the one 3-letter word for every single one of their offensive linemen.
All right. There's a flag, and it might be against the Panthers. They do a good job of coverage, but I thought I saw one of the Panthers offside. And I do see a flag on the other side of the field.
Flags on the play.
Yep, it's offside against Weslaco. They're either going to take the play or they're going to take the penalty. Both of them are about 5 yards. The advantage of taking the penalty is that it stays at second down.
But again, you're giving free yardage.
Yep, you are. Yeah, Los Fresnos has what, maybe one penalty tonight, all night?
I think that was one, but
one.
that was the one where it looked like it went against the Panthers.
Yeah. Well, here we go with 1:44 to go in the first quarter. And Los Fresnos has the ball on the Panther 40-yard line. Weslaco showing blitz at times. Hand off to Nunez. Well, they don't trip him up, and he's still going. Now they get him inside about the 35. He's going to get the first down by a couple of yards, but Nunez again with some just tough running.
By the time he gets to the offensive lineman, he gets the linebackers or the safeties come up and get him. I mean, so every time your safeties and your linebackers are making tackles, that's not a good thing.
Well, the defense for Weslaco has been out there a lot in the first quarter. It seems like Los Fresnos, his offense has been on the field all the time. Ball in the 35-yard line. Low snap. They're going to throw the ball. They got him in wide open out here at the 35, the 30. Down they come, and he gets maybe to the 25. Now they throw him back. On the reception, number 12 that time, Aaron Ronhell. But, boy, I'll tell you, Hernandez's passes are right on the mark.
And, Terry, have you noticed something? I think maybe one time to the left-hand side. Everything has been to the right-hand side of the field, again, on Sabino Reyna's side. I don't know if they've saw something that Sabino maybe has – doesn't guard well in certain plays, but they've thrown everything to the right-hand side of the field.
Well, that's all part of the scouting report.
Yeah.
Yep. Because if you can find a weakness, you know they're going to exploit it. Nunez still running. Oh, breaks in the middle. They're going to take him down at about the 15-yard line, but Nunez again is picking up some yardage. I think they're going to be about the 13-yard line. It's going to bring up first down and 10 with about, under a minute to go, and they're going into a no-huddle offense here.
Leonel Enciso saving the touchdown on that one.
Panthers trying to get some of their players off the field.
They're going to rotate their defensive linemen.
All right, first and 10 again. Hernandez, the quarterback. He's looking to throw, lofts it into the end zone, and now I see a late flag coming in, and that's going to be a pass interference against Weslaco.
Well, a lot of people around here, the Panther fans, saying the ball was uncatchable. So no matter what he did.
Yeah. Well, I thought he had like what they call face guarding, where you just kind of put your back to the ball and kind of take the vision out.
Yeah, and once again, Castillo with no accuracy at all.
Well, that was Hernandez that threw that ball, I think.
No, that was
Was
Castillo.
it
yeah.
Castillo? Well, now they say no flag in the play.
Yeah, it was an uncatchable ball.
All right, 29.3 seconds to go. And we're still in the first quarter. It's been a long first quarter. Snap back, hand off to Nunez again. Nope, they're going to take off with the ball. That's a quarterback on the keeper. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Eric Castillo, well, he faked me out, Joey. I thought Nunez had the ball, and then I looked up. No, action was going toward the quarterback, and he took it in from about 13 yards out for a touchdown. And just like that, Los Fresnos on the board again 3 times here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Castillo's very good at that ball fake. Maybe that's why he's the main quarterback.
Here's your man on the extra point.
Degollado.
Yep, there you go. And one more time, it's right down the middle.
Degollado.
Yep, Degollado. Okay. 21-0 is our score, and we have still got 23 seconds to go. Now we got a little activity on the middle of the field here, a little frustrations already in the first quarter.
And Terry, you've got those big offensive line from Los Fresnos just pounding away at our defensive linemen. As much as you try to rotate these guys out, if they're going to spend that much time on the field, it's not going to help.
Well, right now the coaches are talking to the official because there's a lot of extracurricular. I've seen Los Fresnos players just coming up and initiating a lot of contact out there, and that's fine if you're running a play, but if you're trying to play the intimidation game, you're not going to back the Panthers down on that one.
Well, Terry, right before kickoff, we were laughing at the referee's age. I mean, he looked older than you, and that's saying a lot.
That old?
Yeah.
You trying to say his social security number is 1?
It looked like
because mine I think is 3.
It looks like he's been retired for at least 30 years.
Well, this kicker, Degollado, or however you want to pronounce it.
Degollado.
Well, you pronounce it, I'll pronounce it.
We'll let Julian pronounce it for you.
Yeah. He's been helping him out. He's been a weapon too because every kickoff has been to the goal line almost, or into the end zone.
Offensive, defensive.
Yep. Special teams. Yep. And right now, Los Fresnos in front of that area. This is a kind of a low squigger. Picked up at about the 11-yard line. Into the middle. Oh, right up the gut, and we had an opening for just a second. Up to about the 25 or 26. I almost want to say that's Omar Pena, number 16.
Omar Pena, he looked like he was going to throw the ball back to Cervantes.
All right, up to the 26. I thought he was going to pick up some big yards. I saw a big hole coming up the middle, and boy, did that close in a hurry. All right, here we go. This is probably one of the better field positions they've had all night. 16.5 seconds. Alvarado's in as the quarterback, number 9. Hand off to Rojas, trying to go behind his blockers. Cuts up to the field. He's up to the 35. He's going to get the first down. He's still going. And this is, boy, I tell you what, you think you had tempers before. Oh, hello. And I don't see a yellow. Now we get one. Finally, referee. I mean, when it's obvious, it's obvious. You got to throw the flag.
And Nathan Alvarado, he got kicked out.
Oh, did he?
Yep. He came in to defend his player, and he got kicked out.
He got kicked out or got a penalty?
He's out.
Are you talking about that? Oh, come on.
He got kicked out.
Come on.
The referee just kicked him out right now.
Oh, I'm not even believing this. Coach Villarreal has got to be just very warm right now.
As soon as Nathan went into the pile, the referee pointed at him and kicked him out and pointed to the sideline, signaling that this kid is out. And Nathan Nathan has so much fire in him, and you got to hand it to him. He's such a fiery guy, trying to root his team up as a quarterback would.
I wish I could believe what I'm seeing out here, but I don't.
The referee just did it right away. But you know what happened to the Los Fresnos guy? Why don't you get that guy?
I was just going to say, there's two sides to the story. Alvarado might have went into that pile, but I guarantee you that there was more to it than him.
But you know what started that? The late whistle. You don't ever put a running back in that kind of situation.
Now they're running a play. The clock ran out 5 seconds ago, and we're at mercifully, we're in the end of one quarter, 21-0 Los Fresnos.
Look for the bare necessities.
The bare necessities of healthy living are easier than you think.
You better believe it.
All it takes is the right balance of being active and eating well. And the Food Pyramid shows you the way. Just remember, every color, every day.
With just the bare necessities of life. Crazy.
So eat right. Be active.
Now move. That's it.
And have lots of fun. For your own path to a healthier you, visit mypyramid.gov.
All right, here we go. Second quarter about ready to get underway. Weslaco will have the ball at the 25-yard line. First down and 10.
Thank you so much.
Lopez back in at quarterback. Hands off, up the middle, maybe 4 or 5 yards up to about the 29-yard line.
Well, if they didn't want to play
Ralph
Randy,
Garcia with a run.
if they didn't want to play Randy the entire game, they may not have not a choice. They may have to do the entire game now.
Well,
Now, who's the backup from there, Terry?
that's a good question. You and I are both going to find out about the same time here, but refereeing has been pretty one-sided so far. Handoff coming wide, 30-yard line, cutting to the outside, and that's Burciaga, I believe, at the 35-yard line. Burciaga is a ball carrier. He's going to be close to a first down here, Joey. And they haven't had too many first downs in this ball game.
Well, and we were talking about this during the break that it just looks like they're not putting the ball where it's supposed to be. We see it one way, and all of a sudden it's 4 or 5 yards back from where we saw it.
Well, Alvarado's on the sideline. I guess he's been ejected. Lopez again, the quarterback, handoff inside. They got to get the first down and then some. Still going, and that's Ralph Garcia with some tough yards. And he's got the first down up to about the 43-yard line. Maybe the second quarter, Joey, will be ours.
The Los Fresnos Falcons seem to fade away in the third and fourth quarter, so maybe we can start it in the second quarter.
Offensively, we had some near opportunities in that first quarter. Remember, some passes, that halfback pass could have gone a long way, but penalties have done the job. And that play is going to bust before it even starts. And all of us, I'm watching stuff down here. Finally, the side judge throws a penalty marker. And it's better go against Los Fresnos because they have initiated action all night long and have not one penalty, like about the second play of the game. That's been it for this team.
Hey, well, Terry, when you get away with something, might as well keep on doing it.
Oh, yeah.
They're getting away with it. They're getting our Panthers ejected. Might as well keep on doing it. And now, hopefully, they finally got them.
But even on that halfback pass, I thought the penalty was against them. No, it was against us.
Well, and Terry, real quick information. If Randy Lopez can't go, Sabino Reyna is the backup.
Well, they're going to have to go that way. This
wow.
is unbelievable.
Against the Panthers.
Oh, yeah. Every penalty but that first one.
There are 2 penalties on the play. First one is dead ball, illegal procedure.
Wow, Panther fans are not happy about that.
Second play, dead ball.
To say the least.
Both penalties against Weslaco. Both penalties against Weslaco.
Wow. Unbelievable. We talk about home cooking. We've never seen it.
This is the word. In 20 some years of this, I've never seen quite this bad. And it's amazing. This is the first timeout for Weslaco. So timeout on the field with a score 21-0. Los Fresnos.
We believe that every deserving Hispanic student in the Rio Grande Valley should have an opportunity to pursue a college education. Vamos, the Valley Alliance of Mentors for Opportunities and Scholarships. If you're ready to share your knowledge and experience, become a Vamos mentor or sponsor. If you have proven yourself academically and need financial assistance for college, contact Vamos. Vamos, building your dreams.
28-yard line or so.
Yeah, just laughing at some of the comments from the crowd.
Yeah.
That's
well, these are the paid referees.
These
are the guys that they buy their ticket, they get in, and kind of like in baseball, all the paid umpires helping the umpires getting all kinds of help. But I'm afraid to get a 20-yard gain here because it's going to be called back with a penalty. Inside handoff again, up to maybe the 25 at the most.
And let me tell you something, Terry. I hate to say this, but when you have a situation like this where you're playing against two teams, you're playing against the referees and you're playing against the Los Fresnos Falcons, somebody's going to get hurt.
Yeah, that in the end is an area where it could be dangerous out there. Just the referees calling, those are that's arbitrary stuff. But If it gets out of control, it could. And no gain on the play, and
Number 22,
Rojas is getting nothing. Los Fresnos came to play tonight, that's for sure. And the sad thing about all of this, Los Fresnos don't need the help. They're a good enough team as it is. They don't need the extra help.
Well, Terry, you let the teams play.
Yeah.
You should not be the focus of a game.
No,
the referees are
yeah.
not here to play the game or to.
When you notice the referees, then there's a problem. If you the perfect game is when you don't even notice the referees. You don't even know they're out there. Then they're doing their job. Lopez again, up the middle. Oh, they throw it away, and back they go on the return to the 30, and still going down the sideline. Tripped up just inside the 5-yard line. Rivera, I'll tell you what, he gained a lot of yards on a couple of broken tackles down there.
I think the Panthers thought he was stopped earlier, and that did not happen.
Well, they're down about the 5. Yeah, I thought he was going to take it in. One of our guys tripped him up at about the 5, but that pass, I didn't see any white jerseys in the area on the pass. Oh, well.
But you know what, Terry? There's always a second half.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mercedes. I mean, can you imagine being a Mercedes fan over here in a game a couple weeks ago? You're down, 40-something to 13 at halftime, and you're saying, man, this thing is over with it. And then they come back and actually took a lead on this team.
And Cal Allen beating them.
Yeah. Oh, they're in Castillo again, and this time the Panthers have got him. Good tackling, good gang tackling by the Panthers this time. He didn't get anything. Weslaco still looking for their first down as far as the offense is concerned.
Well,
I thought they had one, and then it was called back because of a penalty.
That's happened 3 times, hasn't it?
Yep. Remember, they had one right up the middle, and all of a sudden there's 2 penalties that just come up. Remember, Ralph Garcia ran up the middle, got a good first down, and all of a sudden, whoa, we're going back 20 yards for two penalties. I didn't think you could mark off 2. But I guess one of them was a dead ball here. All right, second down and goal from about the 5. They've got Hernandez back in as a quarterback. Hands off to Nunez, right up the middle, got a big hole into the end zone, touchdown. So Nunez, he only had about 2 tackles to break that time, Joey, and he took it in from about 5 yards out.
Yeah, you make it that easy, you can't defend that.
No. Well, no, he's a tough runner. He in the middle, he is tough.
The hold Garcia, McCormick to snap, and Degollado to kick.
See, I heard it, Degollado. We'll let it go with that. Oh, the bad snap. Oh, and he still got it up. I thought they were going to block it. Now there's a penalty.
And it's good.
Wow.
Well, he got it up. I thought they were going to block the penalty because the snap was low, but after they knocked him down, you knew the penalty was going to come. They'll probably assess it on the kickoff. So he'll probably boom this one right out of the end zone, but he's still down on the field.
And the ref threw the flag right away.
Oh, yeah, it was roughing the kicker. It was a good call. I mean, once the ball goes up in the air, he's off limits. And he got hammered by 2 of the Panthers, and they weren't trying to hurt him or nothing. I think they were just going for the block,
And that's what you do. You're taught as a player to go for the ball, throw your body in front of it. That's what they did.
Yeah, and the thing is, on a penalty like this, they'll get the kickoff about 15 yards ahead instead of the 40. They'll be on the Panther side of the ball, and he'll boom it out of the end zone. But if nothing else, the Panthers should get the ball at the 20-yard line, which is for them pretty good field position. Yep. But boy, yeah, he took a hit, and I know as a kicker myself years ago, Joey, you're wide open when you kick the ball. You don't have any time to react to defend yourself.
Well, you shocked me when you said you were a kicker.
I was straight on kicker, left-footed kicker, straight on. Back then, there were no soccer-style kickers back in the '60s.
Yeah, those flat toe.
No,
shoes?
we had pretty much. I was an offensive lineman and whatnot, so we just had the regular shoes. We didn't have the budget to get the fancy, the square toe shoes.
Yeah, the square toe shoes.
Yeah, no, we didn't have those.
The one kicker I remember, through pros was Rafael Septien from the Cowboys.
Well, I can remember Lou the Toe Groza.
I don't know who that is.
He was a defensive lineman for the Cleveland Browns. That's why they call him Lou the Toe.
Really?
Yeah. George Blanda, a quarterback for Oakland, he was a kicker for most of his career. He was a quarterback. He played into his 40s as a player because he could kick the ball.
Wow.
Yep. You never heard of George Blanda?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Okay.
I didn't know he was a kicker as well. I knew he was a quarterback.
Yeah, he was a kicker as well. Yep. And a lot of those were straight-on kickers back then. Garo Yepremian was one of the first soccer kickers.
That's the one I was trying to remember.
Played for the Lions, and then he played for the Redskins.
Yeah.
His attempted field goal against the Dolphins in the Super Bowl was a classic, where he missed it and he tried to pick it up and run, and didn't work. Well, he's going to kick it down about 5 yards deep in the end zone. They're going to kneel down. The Panthers will get the ball in the 20.
Hey, did you wear those kind of shoes that number 40's wearing? Those bright orange?
We had the high top with the cleats. What, the bright oranges? What are you talking about?
I like those orange or yellow shoes.
La Jolla 14, McAllen Memorial 0. In the second quarter, Pace 13, Porter 7. PSJ Memorial 7. Edinburgh High 6 in the first quarter. And PSJ North 7. And Edinburgh Economy 6 in the first quarter.
All right, bringing back some scores here. Right now, the Panthers have the ball on their own 20-yard line. Cervantes in motion, going to the far side. Inside handoff, though.
Fumble.
And a fumble, and Los Fresnos has got it.
Recovered, number 58, Alex Gonzalez for the Falcons.
Gonzalez on the recovery for Los Fresnos, and unbelievable first half. I'm sure that right now the Panthers would like to see a running clock for the rest of the half here. 28-0 right now, and Los Fresnos has the ball again inside the Weslaco 20, and that defense that's been out there most of the night is going to get a chance to have to go out and play again.
Well, you know who it's hardest on, Terry? It's the defensive lineman.
Oh yeah, they're huffing and puffing by now. It's like they've been chasing Fran Tarkinen around for 20 minutes. Hernandez, the quarterback, straight back drop. Lofts one up. Oh, they got the pass. They got the touchdown over the arms of one of the Panthers. And just like that, the very first play. And 34-0 here. We've still got 8 minutes to go in this second quarter.
Pass reception from Emilio Hernandez.
So the quarterback that time, number 7, Hernandez, Emilio Hernandez. And here we go again. This kid is back at the kicker, even though he got hurt on the last play, is back in there. Low snap, the kick is up. And it is through again. He's been perfect. 5 for 5. 8:24 to go to halftime. 35-0 Los Fresnos.
It's been a passion of mine to make a difference in a child's life. I began my career in the classroom, and over the years I've climbed the ranks of administration, with the last 8 serving as Weslaco superintendent. I am proud of my accomplishments, including being named Region 1 Superintendent of the Year. But this couldn't have happened without my education at UT Pan American. It gave me the knowledge to be a leader for our youth. UTPA made a difference in my life. It can make a difference in yours.
Well, one thing you got to make sure is that it doesn't get too far out of reach.
Well, it's up there right now. High kick again to the end zone again, and this one out of the end zone. And there's no wind, not much wind at all. So this guy, like you said, has got a great leg. He is kicking hard.
You got a weapon.
Busy. Yeah,
you got a weapon.
Yeah, he's loose. You got to say that. He's been kicking enough.
You know, it reminds me of a guy in Harlingen, Leo Aguilar.
Yes. Oh, God. He played in the NFL for a while.
Yeah, I mean, he played, and I remember during warm-ups, he was kicking from the 50-yard line field goals.
Well, I can remember Harlingen South, and Harlingen had some awesome field goal kickers back in the 90s.
In the 80s as well.
In the 80s as well. All right, let's try it again. Randy Lopez is the quarterback. Oh, man, is the ball carrier hammered before he touched the ball. Oh, baby.
Number 69.
Garcia.
Yep.
For the Falcons. Emiliano Moreno with the tackle.
And who is the ball carrier? Looks like Ralph Garcia.
Ralph Garcia.
Yeah, Ralph. Oh, he never had a chance.
No, got the ball on.
Yeah, him and the tackler got there at the same time the ball did. Wow.
Second down and 12.
Rojas is coming back in, but look at the size of that big boy in the middle. Is that 77 or something?
77.
Yeah, he is huge. Playing nose guard.
Oh, he's an offensive lineman.
Well, not now. He's coming wide, and Cervantes is knocked down. I thought he was out of bounds when he got knocked down over there. R.C. Cervantes, I thought he had got to a stop, and then he got hammered down.
69, Garcia.
Well, you know, Scott Ford is known for a lot of things, Terry, and one thing I think he's known for is being very deceptive.
Well,
and a lot of these players that are playing right now were not on the scouting report. They just not show up.
Well, he's definitely regarded as one of the top coaches in the Rio Grande Valley, one of the top in the state, actually. Well, Rojas is back in. It's third down and, well, I'm going to guess between 15 and 20. Line of scrimmage is inside the 15. They've got to come to the 30 for a first down. In motion, they fake, they roll. Up the middle, they got a wide open receiver. Can't. Oh! Oh, I thought they had him. I think that's Timmy Cerna, but I'm not sure.
No, it's Burciaga.
Burciaga, okay. Boy, he looked over the wrong shoulder. If he'd looked around that other shoulder, boy, I'll tell you, he had it.
Wow, his parents below us were jumped up for joy.
Man.
They thought he had the catch.
And he's got good hands. That kid, I've seen that kid last year make some tremendous catches.
Well, I mean, you got to have good hands if you're a good baseball player.
Yeah, he's a good center fielder, yep. But here we go again, inside the 20, actually inside the 15. Sabino Reyna's got a punt again. He's going to be back around his goal line. This has been the same song about the 10th verse here. We still got more than half a quarter to go to halftime.
I'm talking about making it hard for Sabino.
Yep. Well, he's had to go find the snaps. This one's a good one. There's a good kick. Drop.
Get it!
But the kid is back and picks it up. And is that another penalty marker? Yep, there's another penalty marker. Yep, this is going to cost the Panthers 15 yards. On that, not the first one it hit, the second one it hit. He had the ball, then he dropped it, but he fell on it. But this is going to cost the Panthers 15, and I look for Los Fresnos to get the ball inside the 30-yard line.
Well, Hernandez is coming out, so you know they're going to go deep.
Well, who they got out there, Hernandez or Castillo?
Yeah, Hernandez.
Okay. Well, remember the last time, the first play, he went to a touchdown.
All three touchdowns have been to number 88.
Yep.
Zepeda.
Yeah, he's got Nunez with him, and Nunez is a tough runner. Ball inside about the 27-yard line. And Hernandez again, and he's got a receiver. I'll tell you, he's right on the market. And a catch at about the 15-yard line, 16. I was looking for the side judge over here, kind of lined me up on the ball, and I'll tell you, Hernandez has definitely got the better arm. His throws are right on the money, whereas Castillo's had a hard time getting the pass completed. Nunez, the running back, along with him. Showing blitz. They're looking around now. I don't know if they're going to change the call here. Under center, now he goes back. He's still got 12 seconds on the clock. Almost like a no-huddle offense. Hernandez again. Got over the middle. Oh, good pass to the wide receiver, and incomplete, but a great pass. He led him right on the hands there.
And whoever the offensive coordinator is, Terry, he's the one doing the audibles.
Right.
It's coming directly from the sideline, and number 3 coming back into the game.
7:21 to go to halftime. Los Fresnos 35-0 over Weslaco here in the district opener for both of these teams. Hand off to Nunez. He's got some running room, but he gets down to maybe the 12 or 13-yard line. And it's going to bring up third down in about 5 or 6 maybe.
Looks like it.
They're going to say the 12-yard line. Hernandez getting some time as a quarterback, but he's got his best running back out there with him. And he's still out there. 2 receivers to both sides of the field, though. No, that's Castillo as a quarterback. Nunez breaking tackle. Whoa, this time Omar Pena pancaked him. Good play by Omar Pena, Joey.
Yeah, what a great hit. That's let the runner know that you're there.
Yep. He didn't squirm out of that one. But Eric Castillo back in the ballgame. We kind of take a look between number 3 and number 7. Remember, Castillo scored a touchdown too.
Yeah, he's the runner.
Yeah, he can take off. He's the runner of the 2. Fake. Now he's going to throw. He's got a man wide open out there. There's a penalty marker, I thought. And a good reception to the far side of the field.
And that was the best pass that he had thrown all night long.
All right, that ball is about the 5 or 6 yard line. Nope, there is no penalty marker, so that's going to be first and goal to go from about the 5 or 6 yard line.
Ball will be spotted just outside the 5-yard line.
All right. We're down to 6 minutes. I don't think they've had a drive over 3 minutes in the entire game.
This is their goal line set,
yep.
Terry. You got number 4, who's normally a defensive player. They're going to go straight down the middle.
Yep, Castillo again is the quarterback. He fakes. He's going to throw into the end zone. Wide open receiver. Touchdown number 4, like you said.
Number 4, Ivan
Gonzalez with the reception, and he was wide open. There was nobody near him. Another touchdown.
One of their best defensive players catching a touchdown.
5:54. We're still got a half a quarter to go yet, and it's 41-0 at this point. Here's the snapback, the kick up, and it's good.
The extra point is good.
They haven't even put the points on the board yet.
Got to see it to hold it.
Should be 42-0. They've got 35-0 on the board. Now they switch it.
Get a life, a student life.
Get a college education, a great one, close to home.
Lots of career choices.
Certificates, associate degrees, or a bachelor's degree.
With flexible class schedules, or learn from home with online classes.
And now, online associate degrees.
Affordable tuition.
A great education.
And an awesome student life.
Get it all at South Texas College.
Pena back deep along with R.C. Cervantes and John Rojas. High kick this time. Once again, deep into the end zone. And we're going to start this at the 20-yard line. This kicker has been to the end zone just about every time, Joey.
Yeah, we talk about that, and there's no defense to that.
Boy, no, you can't touch that, you know. And he's kicking them high. Even if it doesn't get there, it's got such hang time that his defenders can get down underneath it. But Weslaco's doing the smart thing by down in it. At least you get the 20-yard line, get started here. Lopez again, the quarterback. Handoff out of the eye, trying to get wide at the 25, spinning. And about 6 yards on the gain. John
What happened
Rojas.
to the penalty there?
Nope. Some of the fans wanted a penalty there, but nothing called.
Well, when the player's down on the floor,
right, yeah.
I mean, he's defenseless.
Yep, you got that. I agree with you.
And I told you this earlier. If this gets out of hand, the refereeing is as bad as it has been, you're going to get somebody hurt.
Yeah, that's the sad, like I said, you're right. That's the sad. I don't care what the sport. That can happen in basketball, baseball, anything. You know, you're right. Somebody can get hurt. Handoff again, wide, but breaking tackles. Is that Burciaga? Now we got another flag going. And where's this one going to come? Might have been on the play. Personal foul of face mask called against the ball. Well, that's the first penalty. The fans from Weslaco giving the refs a standing O.
Finally.
Yeah, I give Tony V credit. He's kept his cool. He's kept his cool real good here.
You know, normally he's a lot more animated,
yes,
Terry. I'm surprised, especially with that last play before that penalty.
I'll give him credit. He is held up well. I mean, this is one of those nightmare nights, but you know, it's how you deal with it. You know, you never quit, you never give up, you never throw it in. Hand up. No, they fake. Got a receiver down here, wide open. And I don't know how many times we've seen this tonight, Joey, where the receiver is looking the wrong way.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if this is confusion on the route or what it is, but that's at least the fourth or fifth pass where the receiver, and it's been different receivers, have been looking, you know, one way and the ball is coming the other way.
Well, you know, you talk about the receivers and the quarterbacks being in sync. How much would Randy Lopez actually playing during practice?
Well, that could be. I don't know. I think he's throwing good tonight. It's just been going the wrong way, but he's getting the distance. Inside handoff again, and Burciaga might have got to the 45, and that's about it. He might have got one or two, and not much more than that. Well, we finally got a first down on that face mask penalty.
1 yard at a time, Terry.
Yeah, I told you, 1 yard at a time. Just take it and go easy with it. You know, and once you get the momentum going, hey, anything can happen. That's the thing about sports. You get the good mojo going, and anything can happen.
Well, you can, and this Los Fresnos team is not a second half team.
Oh no. Well, I'm saying you play with all this confidence in the first half. Well, you know, if you
Burciaga, quarterback.
Okay. He's going to take off and run. 50. And he is not. He's going to be just short of the first down, but he was hit. He was hit after he was down.
Yeah.
And now they finally throw the penalty. I mean, it's incredible that's out there. It's been very physical.
What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? For somebody to get hurt?
Yeah, he was down and then he was hit. It wasn't the other way around.
And you know, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, well, we pretty much said it all. But you know, he's not a bad. That's not a bad play. Run, you know, as a quarterback draw.
No, there he goes.
Yeah, he's a tough. Oh, this kid's tough.
Yeah, that's one thing Burciaga has. He's a tough kid. But you know what, Terry? I don't care. You keep on letting the team do that, and you're going to get somebody hurt.
But you know, you got to know Los Fresnos is playing with a lot of confidence out there. Okay. But you know, if the Panthers can get a couple of quick touchdowns, all of a sudden that confidence that you had, all of a sudden now it becomes doubt. And then anything can happen after that point because, you know, like I said, you kind of go with the moment, you know. It's an emotional game. And when you're going good, you feel like you're on top of the world. And when it's not going good, you feel, well, what have I got to do to get out of this thing? Joey De Leon is into the ball game. Chapa comes over as Lugo rather, as a tight end on the near side. Coming wide, cuts up against the grain. Oh, good break. John Rojas inside the 30 to the 23-yard line. Good little shake and bake that time by John Rojas. That's what we're used to seeing there. And remember, Rojas is a home run hitter, like you said, Joey. When he gets loose, he can take one 65, 70 yards.
Yeah, when you got the Los Fresnos Falcons now laying off a little bit, knowing that, hey, they're going to call penalties on us as well, gives them a little breathing room.
That's been the big part of this drive. You know, as we go to halftime, the Panthers finally showing some life, getting a little help from the penalties, but moving the ball as well. Lopez under center. He's going to throw. He's got a receiver wide open out there. Can he go get it? Oh, great defensive play by the Los Fresnos defensive back. Give him credit on that one, Joey.
Wilson
good
had
defensive play.
Wonderful closing speed, Terry. He was out of the play. He was beat, and Wilson closed in quickly.
Martinez is the intended receiver, number 11. And you're right, Wilson, who you thought was a running back, he's a defensive back in this team. And, yeah, he's a good DB back there. But anyway, it's going to bring up, what, second down and 10. I got to believe there's not going to be any more punts the rest of the night. When you're down 42 to nothing, you got nothing to gain by a punt.
Exactly.
It's 4-down territory all the time as the band marches down in front of us.
Burciaga
at the quarterback.
Yep.
Man in motion. Hands off to Cervantes, trying to get wide. Cuts back against the grain. Still going. Gets down to maybe the 20. Didn't get much on the play. But, yeah, Burciaga is another option.
Hey, you know, that's almost like a Wildcat offense because Burciaga's not a quarterback. He's a running back. So
the Michael Vick special?
Yeah, you know, the Wildcat offense that, you know, you don't know how to defend against. You know, who's going to keep the ball? Is it going to be the quarterback? He's going to hand off to another fast guy? Who's it going to be?
Right, or he takes off himself.
Oh, yeah. And Miami has done this to perfection. They created this Wildcat in the professional league.
Do they still have Ricky Williams?
Yeah, he's been one of the Wildcat guys.
Okay. Here we go, I formation. Lopez is back in as the quarterback. Hands off. Spins down to about the 15-yard line. It's going to bring up fourth down and, maybe 2 or 3 yards from there. John Rojas again. Well, fourth down and, we got 2 or 3 yards to go here. They're taking the clock down. This has been a good drive though, Joey, because they've kept they've given the defense a little rest. They're down in front of us here. Dominic Elmore and Carlos and Omar Pena, man, these guys are saying, hey, thanks for the break here.
This drive started about 4 minutes, didn't it?
Fourth down, big play here. Pitch out, trying to get wide and not going to do it.
Oh.
And they took care of the sweep that time. The sweep didn't go, and Los Fresnos are going to take over. But, you know, when they take over on downs this time, Joey, they're going to take it over on their own 20. They've got to go 80 yards to go. You know, and here's something. Neither team, this is unusual, neither team has called a timeout yet.
Yeah, and, you know,
can you believe that?
The one thing I was looking at, Terry, was at the very end of that play, Rojas was on the floor. Another Los Fresnos Falcon hit him while he was down. And there was 3 refs around him. They did not call it.
Yeah, well, must not have been as bad as the other ones. I don't know. But handoff to Nunez. Squirts loose, still squirting loose, still breaking tackles. Finally, the Panthers get him at about the 20.
Nunez with the carry.
And I see David Ibarra and one of the receivers talking to each other over. No huddle again. Hernandez, the throwing quarterback, is out there. He's got receivers all over the field. He looks in the middle, and good defensive coverage by the Panthers on the far side of the field.
And you got to bet Scott Ford is going to say, let's go for it. Let's score before the end of the half.
Well, first half, you talk about teams running up a score. There is no running up a score in the first half. The first half is pretty wide open for a coach. Fourth quarter, you have to be a little bit more sportsmanlike.
Yeah, but I'm saying, going into the halftime with a score, also running up the score so much that it's going to be hard for a team to come back.
Well, right now it's third down at about 9. And is that Hernandez or is that Castillo?
That's Hernandez.
Okay, he's number 7. He's the long gun. He's the gun, so to speak. He's looking our way now. He's looking the other way, over the middle, and overthrows it out of bounds. And it's going to bring up 4th down and 9 for the first time. For the first time tonight, Los Fresnos is going to bring out their kick team. I mean their punt team, not their other kick team. And it's the same guy. It's that you tell me who that is.
Degollado.
Okay, and he's their punter. Remember, this guy can kick. This guy's got a great leg. 1:09 to go with 3 timeouts. Weslaco might be able to mount a drive here. Line of scrimmage is at about the 20-yard line, 21-yard line. High snap, gets it away, and whoa, what a kick.
What a kick.
Oh my goodness, inside the 30, from the 21 to about the 27-yard line. Let me do the math on that one. 29, 23, 52 yards on the kick with no return.
58 seconds.
Yep, 58 seconds and 3 timeouts. Lopez is going down. The coaches are going to go down and talk things over, but it has not been a Weslaco first half.
Not at all.
Oh.
Well, and Carlos and Terry. No, there I go. I'm starting to call you Carlos. And Terry, when you go against two teams, you're fighting two teams.
Yeah. Well, the refs were apparent in key times, yes, in critical times. They haven't been as much lately, but yeah, in critical moments.
And not only just the calls they've made, but non-calls.
Yeah, well, that's the way it is a lot of times. 3 receivers to the near side here. Trip receivers. Lopez, 1 man to beat. No, he's going to go down. He gets sacked.
McCormick with a sack.
About the 22-yard line. First sack of the night. Now remember, the Panthers will get the ball to start the second half. They won the toss and deferred. So whether they do anything on this drive or not, Joey, they're going to get the ball back when they come back from intermission, and they'll have some fresh bodies at that point. Although the offense probably is not going to be overly tired at this point. The defense has got to be just winded.
A defensive lineman especially.
Yeah. Although the last drive, even though we weren't able to score, that last drive did take up a lot of time. Martinez, the receiver on this side, down to 12 seconds. Inside handoff, not much there.
Rojas.
Still going though, Rojas, and he can break it if he gets it going. 34-yard line, clock down to 3 seconds. We're going to go to halftime with a score. Los Fresnos 42, Weslaco nothing.
Get your hands up. With so many things to choose from, no wonder many choose to be crunk-free.
We're here at the heart of Dry County celebrating the Soberville victory. So tell me, Eric, what is the secret for you winning the championship?
Staying crunk-free, baby!
This is Sola McSober reporting to you live with the latest sports news.
If you're under the age of 21, you will be arrested, fined, and you will lose your license for 365 days. Know the facts and be part of the solution.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Los Fresnos. Terry Beitler along with Joey Cavillo, and tonight has not been a Panther night as we start the district season. 42-0 at halftime, Los Fresnos leading. They jumped out, was it 28-0 in the first quarter, Joey?
Yeah,
20. And after that, and just kept moving on.
We could run through the first half, but we're not going to.
No, it was all Los Fresnos. Offense, defense, and special teams, and we'll just kind of leave it at that. We don't even want to hang on the referees. We've had our, what they say, Weslaco East 8-0 at halftime?
Yeah.
That's good. That's, Ed Couch Elsa's got a 39-game winning streak on the line in district play.
Yeah.
They haven't lost. That's about 5 or 6 seasons. So.
What did they say, 2002?
Was that it?
And that's the first time they had not made the
figure
playoffs.
what, about 7 you get about 7 a year?
Yeah.
So, all right, here we go. We're getting ready to start the second half. As I mentioned, Weslaco won the first half toss, elected to defer.
Well, Terry, the only thing that we have really going for us is the fact that Los Fresnos has not been very, very productive in the second half of the past 2 games, and actually all 3 games of the preseason or the non-district season, they have not been productive.
Yeah, they've been outscored quite a bit in the
yeah,
second
and
half.
so we can hope that maybe that can happen to us.
Yeah, we'll find out. We've got all the guys for Weslaco are back at the goal line. High kick again. This guy has just been booming the heck out of him in the middle of the end zone. It's a touchback to the 20. He's only had like 1 or 2 run back all night long. And the Panthers will take over on the 20. They have not they've crossed midfield 1 time, and they were short on downs, I believe, 1 time, and that was it in the ball game.
The most successful, formation for the Panthers have been the Wildcat formation with Burciaga as quarterback.
Yeah, we'll see how it works out. We believe Nathan Alvarado has been ejected from the game. He's down on the sideline. He's played some quarterback for him, but a little altercation in the first half there. And a big hit at the 19. I almost thought it was a fumble there. You know who I thought was a quarterback that time? And maybe it's my eyes. I thought it was Joey DeLeon playing quarterback, but maybe not. Number 4.
No.
But Rojas has been stopped tonight by this Los Fresnos defense. And this is where maybe strength of schedule comes in. Los Fresnos playing Cal Allen and some other big teams, Mercedes. But it's just one of their nights. It's their home.
And you know what? You were right, Terry. Number 4 is playing quarterback.
Is that who it is?
Yeah.
Yep. He's handing. Oh, he does. Up the middle we go. 45-yard line. A big play by the Panther offense.
Garcia.
Ralph Garcia. But Joey DeLeon, nobody's scouting him. We don't know him. We haven't scouted him. You know. Wow, biggest play of the night for the Panthers on that run by Ralph Garcia.
And you know, that's
essentially
been
from the 20 up to the 47-yard line.
The Panthers have been successful with him down the middle, Terry. Garcia down the middle has been very successful.
Wow. Well, R.C. Cervantes is over here on the sideline. I'm sure he's going to be in there rather quickly, but DeLeon is running signals here. Man in motion coming wide, got some blockers out in front of him, cuts up against the grain over the 50 to the 48-yard line. That might be John Rojas.
And that's the kind of thing you look for in a first down play. Get 6-7 yards, 5-6 yards in this case, and make the second down a little bit shorter.
Rojas picked up about 5 yards in a play. And they send is that Joey Martinez, number 11?
He's been sending in the plays with Joey.
He's the one that brings the plays in.
Halftime statistics for the Falcons. Hernandez, quarterback, 6 of 8 with 2 TDs. Nunez, 11 carries with 78 yards.
And Joey's a good receiver, Terry.
Getting a little statistics from the first half, all dominated by Los Fresnos. Man in motion, coming wide. Oh, I missed it. It was a good fake up the middle, but a loss of maybe a yard on the play. Ralph Garcia didn't get anything that time. So Garcia and Rojas right now are the ball carriers for Weslaco. I've been looking for, you know what I've been looking for out there, Joey? A youngster that's done a pretty good job. I believe it's 23, Jimenez. Didn't he have some good carries? Or, yeah, Francisco Jimenez, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
he sure
had
has
some carries, yeah. Well, here we go. Very tight formation, third down at about 6. Man in motion again. Oh, inside handoff. Up they come. They're going to be close to a first down at the 40, looks like the 44-yard line.
Number 8 ball carrier.
Burciaga with some good yards. He's going to bring up 4th down and short. I don't see any punters going out there.
Nope, not at all.
When you're down 42-0, there's nothing to prove with the punt. You know, you might as well keep that offense on the field and just, you know, see what you can do. Put a little confidence in your offensive line and see what we got here. DeLeon is this quarterback. That's kind of a surprise. Handoff. Garcia breaks a tackle. He's down to the 40. Good effort that time by Ralph Garcia. Again, second effort. And he's got the first down, and he moved the sticks. A good first down, Joey. like I said, the little Giants get one at a time here.
It's been a very progressive, very productive first series.
But the Panthers have been a good second half team. They've come out of the locker room almost all 3 games doing well. Here we go again. Coming wide. Still trying to get around the corner. The 40, trying to cut back. Still going 35 and out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. John Rojas. Little stutter step in that time, but he picked up a few yards right in front of the bench there.
And man, John Rojas makes something out of nothing all the time, Terry, doesn't he?
Wilson is making the tackles, and he's been the star on the defense for that team.
Saved the touchdown a while back.
And he's making tackles as well. So yeah, he's doing it all for their defense. All right, here we go. That's a nice gain of about 7 or 8 yards. Second down and 2 in the 32. Inside handoff again. And that's either Garcia or Burciaga.
Garcia.
Oh, I tell you, Ralph is doing a good job. This has been his best game by far for the Panthers.
Well, I think we know what's working right now for the Panthers, up the middle.
Yep. And just moving these big boys back,
What they're doing, Terry, I think what it is they're respecting the sideline to sideline speed of the Panthers, and they're giving up the middle. The middle is soft right now. The Panthers are exposing that.
All right, second down. Actually, first down and 10. Cut back against the grain. Burciaga, knocked down at about the 24-yard line. Aaron Burciaga to about the 24 maybe. And he picked up maybe a yard or 2 on the play.
Looks like about
a yard.
About a yard.
Second down and 9, but hey, they've got the ball. We're down to 7 minutes and something. Remember, the first quarter, Los Fresnos was scoring, only taking up about 2 minutes at a time. This time, Weslaco is doing a little ball control of their own. Rojas in motion. Inside handoff again, and Ralph Garcia might have got another yard at most. That's who it is, Ralph Garcia, but they're setting something up here.
Third and long, Terry. I mean,
third and long.
Now that they've got the middle covered a little bit, you look for something on the outside or even a pass.
But like I said, once again, they're not going to punt. Actually right now they're too close to punt. They might be too far away for a field goal. But they're just gonna. There's Larry Cardenas, the center, leads them out, and De Leon is going all the way at quarterback. Inside handoff again, and Garcia had an opening for a second there. He might have got 2 on that play, down to near the 21 or 22-yard line. Now it's fourth down. I don't know if Lopez will come in or not, but I'm looking down here on the sideline just to see him. I don't see.
58, Alex Gonzalez with the tackle.
But I haven't seen De Leon. Now, De Leon has not thrown the ball yet, Joey.
We haven't seen. That's something we need to see if he can actually
throw it.
Throw the ball.
Yeah, Lopez is over here being attended to by the trainer. Down in front of us here, I can see him near an ice chest down.
Well, he's going to ice his knee.
Well, there we go. Timeout. I could not believe that the Panthers did not call a timeout in the first half. That's got to be a first. But
it's a kind of weird situation right now, Terry. Don't you think? I mean, the crowd is kind of
quiet.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know what to expect. I think they're they're silently optimistic about this drive.
Well, it's 3 yards in a cloud of dust. This drive has been pretty unspectacular as far as the fans are concerned, but as far as the coaches are concerned, they've got to be happy with the way they're moving the ball.
Yeah.
Ralph Garcia has certainly been the star of this drive, but where did Joe De Leon come from as a quarterback? And I mean, basically all he's being asked to do at this point is to hand the ball off, but it's with Lopez being looked at over here, at some point he might have to throw the ball. We've seen Sabino Reyna throw. He does about everything. He does everything but sell popcorn for this team. He plays defense. He can play offense as a receiver. He punts the ball.
Well, if you have Randy Lopez icing his knee like there, he's probably done for the night, Terry. You don't do that situation. They're putting that wrapping around him as well.
Here we go. Fourth down at about 6. De Leon, hands off. Up the middle, they might have the first down to about the 15. It's going to be darn close. That's John Rojas on that carry. Depends on where the spot is. If we get a good spot.
The line judge came in and moved the ball backwards.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
It looked like it was right on the line.
No, they're going to give it to him. Yeah. Hey, the guy in a white hat did the job for us, Joey.
Yeah.
He gave it to us.
The line judge, the guy that I thought looked like, he needed a cane. Came in and put it back 2 yards.
Be careful when you talk about us senior citizens.
The Geritol crew for the referees.
We
here.
go mostly on experience. All right, De Leon again. Man in motion. Inside handoff. Oh, Burciaga got hammered at the 15. Aaron Burciaga took a huge hit.
You know, Felix, I told you about that. Felix Salceda, he's their best linebacker, came in and made that tackle against
He did a good
Burciaga.
job.
Yeah. Not a big guy, but their best linebacker by far.
Yeah, we've been blessed so far with the weather, Joey. Been beautiful out tonight. Not much wind, but just enough of a breeze. The temperatures are definitely not in the 90s like they were. The temperatures now are more comfortable as we get close to the month of October. De Leon, counter play. No, he still got it. That's Rojas trying to cut back against the grain, and he's going to lose yardage back to about the 17 or 18 yard line.
Well, Rojas in the exchange between him and the quarterback were not clean, and he would have gotten more yardage if that exchange would have been cleaner.
We haven't had many sweeps tonight, have we? We had mostly between the tackles. Haven't had that student body right or student body left.
Well, because I think Los Fresnos has kind of defended against that.
Yeah,
they know exactly. That's why the middle plays, the running between the tackles, has been the best play for the Panthers.
But we haven't tried it in a long time, so maybe we're up for it. I don't know. Now we're at 3rd down and about 13 to go. Still haven't attempted a pass, I don't think, in the second half. De Leon is the quarterback. Inside handoff, and down to about the 15-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down, about 10. We saw this last week against Edinburgh, Joey. What was there, 3 passes? In this, no passes in the second half. Not one single pass in the second half against Edinburgh a week ago.
Yeah, we're down to 4:30, Terry, in this quarter. I mean, that was the entire quarter practically.
Yeah, we've had the ball the whole quarter, haven't we?
Yep.
I don't think Los Fresnos has had the ball yet.
We've had the opening kickoff. This is the first series.
Yep. And we make it here, the clock will keep going. This is impressive as far as ball control. I mean, real impressive. Now let's see what De Leon can do here. I look for a sweep. They got it wide open on this side.
timeout. Tony V has a timeout.
Yep, you're right. And he's got the hand. That's his second timeout here in the last minute or so. And although I look at the board, I still see 3 over there on the board. I thought we had one just a moment ago.
Yeah, it looks like he should have one.
Yep. Timeout, 42-0. Los Fresnos in the lead, 4:06 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Last year, I knew I wanted to go to college, but didn't know how to pay for it. I was worried, but then my Gear Up counselor told me that the government could help me pay for college. You see, every year the government gives students like me money to pay for college. And to get that money, there was only one form to fill out. That form is the FAFSA. January 1st is when I can fill out my FAFSA for next year. And you know I'm going to take that one step to ensure my college career stays on track.
Well, 4th down, 8 to go. Let's see what Coach Villarreal has up his sleeve as we run this play. Like I said, De Leon has not thrown a pass yet. Looks like they're lining up strong left. Nope, they're still going to hand off. Rojas cuts back. He's got some room. Does he make the first down? I don't think so. He's going to be down about the 7-yard line.
About 3 yards short.
Yep, a couple of yards short. Los Fresnos will get the ball for the first time. Weslaco had the ball 8 minutes. 8 minutes, unable to score, but Los Fresnos will take over on downs. But an impressive drive nevertheless.
Good rest for our defense. We should have scored, but you know what? Let's try to get the ball back as quick as possible.
Weslaco has put 6 points on the board in 2 weeks now. Remember, they only had 6 last week against Edinburgh. And tonight they're still looking for their first points.
How many scoreless quarters, Terry?
Well, that would be if they do not score in this quarter, it would be 7, and that doesn't count the Rio Grande City game where I'm not sure if they scored in the last quarter against the Rattlers. Here we go. Hand off to Nunez. No, it's a quarterback, and he's going to keep it, and he's going down. Good defense. Castillo. This defense, remember, has not been on the field in the second half, so you know they're fresh out there. They're ready to go and play some ball.
You know, Ryan Flores,
yes.
Terry, against Rio Grande City, against Edinburgh was there. He's not been showing up in this game until today, until just right now.
So an impressive drive, nevertheless, by Weslaco. 8 minutes on the ball. That's a good ball control. Is that Castillo still the quarterback?
Yes.
Yep. Number 3. He's near the end zone.
Nope, that's not Castillo.
Oh, almost picked up. It is.
Sabino
Touchdown, Weslaco. Sabino Reyna.
Wow.
Hey, we saw him. I saw him step in front of it, Joey. You had the number, and boy, just like that, the Panthers are on the board. The defense scores the first touchdown in about 2 weeks, and give the credit Sabino Reyna. You know, that's 2 interception returns this year, Joey, for touchdowns for the Panthers.
Well, I mean, Sabino Reyna read it beautifully. He knew that when Hernandez was going to be in there, they were going to throw the ball, read the route, boom, scored.
Wow,
and that kid does everything, Terry.
That was only about a 5-yard return, but it was good. I mean, once he got control of the ball. We're going to have a penalty against Weslaco, an illegal substitution. Once you're out, Ryan Florida's coming out late. If you line up in the huddle, Joey, you got to play the down.
Yeah.
And he came out late. He knew it. It's going to cost him 5. But if the Panthers can get a good snap, I think Bocanegra's got the leg to get it through. Although he doesn't kick him real high. He messes around with that 10-foot goalpost, but he usually can get it through if he gets a good kickoff.
Well, he was working all pregame about this.
Yep.
So.
And R.C. Cervantes is the holder. He's a wide receiver, so he should have the good hands. Good snapback. Kick is up, and it is no good, off to the left. And so the extra point attempt no good. So 3:23 to go in the third quarter. Weslaco finally on the board, 42-6. Los Fresnos in the lead.
Personal foul? Inactive activities on a glorious day. Huh? Let's get out there and play!
Sweet.
Ooh, freeze!
When do I get to be in? Uh-oh.
Hey, Reggie, frozen people can't talk.
PLA.
An hour a day.
I'm in. There are lots of great play ideas online, but don't stay too long.
Bocanegra is going to kick. He's got that clean white uniform out there. He hasn't been out there too many times tonight.
And normally a kicker doesn't.
Yep. Well, not except for the kicker for Los Fresnos. He's got a lot of playing time. Back at about the 10, 15-yard line. Oh, great. Oh, no, guys, no. That was our penalty there. We came in late after the guy was down, and that's going to cost us about 10 or 15 yards. You see that, Joey?
Yeah, we can't.
Yep.
We can't do that.
No, we can't do that kind of stuff.
No.
Nope, not that obvious.
Yeah, you're behind in a ball game like that. You can't do that.
Yeah, he was down. And it was good special teams to keep him at the 20, but now they're going to bring it out to the 35. That's going to be a personal foul.
But you got to understand that, Terry. I mean, you got to understand as a player that he's just trying to make a play.
Oh yeah.
He knows his team's down.
It was aggression. Yeah.
He's trying to make a play, and you can't fault him for that. But
No.
you can't be doing kind of stuff like that.
And you kind of got your finger in the cookie jar because it was after the play and everybody was watching. All of a sudden out of nowhere. Okay, who do we have? Castillo or Hernandez? We got Nunez in the backfield.
Castillo.
Okay, low handoff. There's Nunez breaking a couple of tackles. He's up over the 40.
Fumble,
and I think the Panthers have got it. They do at the 41. So here we go. There's that second half nightmare for Los Fresnos. And let's add to it a little bit here.
Yeah, we need to definitely go in there, make a turnover into a touchdown.
They've had the ball, one play, 2 plays? They had it 1 play, and we picked it off and took it in for a touchdown. They get it back, and then the next play, they fumble the ball. And their coach has got to be going, why? What's going on with us? We play such good ball for a half,
And this is where the Panthers need to take over. Hit somebody when they're down, kick them when they're down.
Yep.
Score now, and let's make make this into a ball game.
Well, Burciaga comes into the ball game. He'll be one of the running backs, but Ralph Garcia has done a nice job for the Panthers so far in this half. We're going to hustle here. We're down to about 10 seconds on the clock here as far as the play clock is concerned. De Leon still the quarterback. Inside handoff again, got some running room, and that's number 27, I believe, Herrera. That's a new running back. We've seen him blocking in the past. Wilson again on the tackle, as he's done many times, but Servando Herrera, remember he's laid some big blocks, Joey, to lead some of these running backs to some big gains. But this time he gets a chance to run the ball and picks up about 8 yards.
And we hadn't seen this in a long time, Terry. The different running backs for the Panthers coming in and making a contribution carrying the ball.
Well, we have kind of a free half. We're down 42-0. The the final score is really not going to be an
fumble.
Oh no, I think we came back and get it, but you get kind of a free half. You're down 42-0. You're not going to catch Los Fresnos, but you got an opportunity now to find out if there's some other ball players on this team that are going to step up, and it's going to help you down the line. This is even if you lose, it's only one loss.
Terry,
and the worst you can be after tonight is 0-1.
And Terry, I used to do East games a lot, and when they were not that successful, they were losing by a lot. But you could tell the character of the team and the character of the coach by every single time they were losing. They fought. They stayed in the game mentally, and that's what this Panther team is doing right now.
Inside handoff again, and not much gain, maybe to the 35. But you got to know Los Fresnos is going to bring everybody up into the box because Weslaco has not even attempted a pass yet in this half. The only pass that Weslaco completed in this half was when the other team threw it.
Yeah, can De Leon throw? We haven't seen it yet.
I don't know.
I mean, he's a receiver.
Yeah. Well, we saw. I'll tell you what. We had a pass early on, a halfback pass from who was it? R.C. Cervantes. Yeah, and De Leon was on the receiving end. Hand off, trying to. No go that time. But Los Fresnos is bringing everybody, but everybody and everybody. That was 4th down, and they take over on downs. Burciaga getting up kind of slow, but now he's up.
Was that the original line of scrimmage for Los Fresnos when we got that fumble?
Pretty much. It was pretty close. There wasn't too much difference. Actually, I think it was down here at the 31 because, 41. Yeah, you're about right. That's just about the original line of scrimmage. That's about where they fumbled the ball. Well, here we go. We're down to 1 minute here, 10 seconds in this quarter here. I'm surprised the clock hasn't started. In motion. That's Castillo to throw. Over the middle, wide open. I believe he caught it at about the 50. Zepeda again. He's been the show as far as receiving tonight.
And that was his best pass of the entire game.
Yeah, for Castillo, yeah. Well, he threw a touchdown pass, I believe, early on when he had a man wide open in the end zone, but that was the only other one. Right on the 50-yard line, just inside Panther territory, Eric Castillo, the quarterback, he's going to hand off to Nunez. He's got the first down, and the Panthers are all over him. He didn't get much, but he got enough to get the first down. They're doing a better job on him this half.
Yeah, I think they know exactly what he's going to do. But, you normally see a team like this run the ball, Terry. In this kind of stage, you're up 42-6. Right. You're going to run the ball.
Well, they got stung. They're trying to play a good second half here, and they might go try to get some more points here. And
audible coming in.
Yep, they're getting some kind of a play from the sideline. That was quick. I don't know how they signaled that in there, but him and Nunez looked at the same time. Castillo, they've still got about 9 seconds on the clock here. Over the middle. Oh, good catch that time. Coming across the middle, number 10 at the 40-yard line. They got close to the first down, but I'll tell you, that audible worked to perfection.
Yeah, Sanchez is the number 3's, the Castillo's favorite receiver.
I don't think they're going to get this play off. Down to 1 second. And that is the horn. We're at 3 quarters. Weslaco actually outscores Los Fresnos in the third quarter, 42-6. That's our score as we go to quarter number 4.
What do you want to do after high school?
When I grow up, I want to be an FBI agent. I want to be a sales manager. I want to be an engineer. I want to be a registered nurse. I want to be a football coach.
Every child has a dream. Here at Weslaco ISD, we're providing our students with the ability to succeed. Whether your dream is to be a teacher, carpenter, photographer, or a variety of dreams.
The Career and Technical Education Programs
has a class for you. Sign up for K classes today and earn
college credit and industry certification.
Start a brighter future today.
All right, the ball game getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Los Fresnos has the ball on the Panther 40-yard line. Man in motion again for Los Fresnos. Castillo, the quarterback, he's looking to his left over the middle. He's got a wide open receiver, and he is going to be knocked down at about the 30-yard line.
Number 85,
Garcia on the catch. All of a sudden now, Castillo's starting to get his receivers. So down to about I'm going to guess about the 30-yard line, 1st and 10, as they're trying to move the ball down the field. First time they've really sustained a drive here in the second half. Weslaco controlled the ball most of the first half. Nunez taken off. cutting back against the grain. They're going to come get him from behind inside the 25-yard line. He picked up about 5 or 6 yards.
Number 36, Tafoya.
Ernesto Tafoya on the stop. As we're just underway in the fourth quarter, Los Fresnos had 42 at halftime, and that's what they have right now. Once again, Nunez in the backfield with Castillo. Spread offense to the right. Still looking. Oh, he's going to take off and run. I think that's Hernandez. Is that who it is?
That's no, that's Castillo.
Is that who it is? Number 7? Oh, you're right. It's number 3. It's number 3.
Yeah, Castillo, you're going to see him run the ball.
Yeah.
Hernandez, you haven't seen him move at all.
Well, he's going to go over and play the quarterback. He's going over. He's getting to play directly from the coach. As soon as he got up off that pile, he went over to talk to his coaches.
You know what's funny is Castillo's a junior, and you have Hernandez as a senior. You would think the senior would be, as good as Hernandez is.
After Danny Silva, everything's wide open here. Drop back, still under. Oh, tripped up, and good tackle that time by the Panthers. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure if that signs, and I thought maybe number 90, Montiel. Well, anyway, a good defensive play by the Panthers. Second down and about 10 or 11 yards to go. 10 and a half minutes and counting down here to the end of the ball game. And let's see what the Panther defense can do this time. They're going to throw over here on the sideline. Almost picked off. I'll tell you what, that thing gets picked off by Reyna again. He would have been gone for 80 yards.
Well, you talked about closing speed with number 22 for the Wilson for the Falcons. Sabino Reyna has some good closing speed as well.
Remember, these are track boys. These were on the track team from last year. Sabino Reyna being one of them. Ryan Flores comes off the field. He looks tired out there. He's been out there a time or two. Third down and about 10 or 11 to go here. Castillo again, the quarterback. He's got receivers to both sides. Hands off, coming wide on the sweep. And, well, going the other way. And, boy, I missed it.
Man, Castillo's hard to bring down.
Yep.
He goes one way, and all of a sudden you're going that way, and then he goes the other way.
I missed a play. I was watching the running back coming this way, and it was going to the other side of the field, and it is a first down. Eric Castillo, you don't want to let up on him.
Well, and Terry, that's the one thing about Castillo that he has. He has that ball faking capability that he holds it into the last second, and then you commit to one guy, and then Castillo goes the other way.
All right, first down and goal to go. He's going to throw. Oh, well, they got the touchdown. It would have been pass interference because they were all over that receiver. And another touchdown. 9:51 to go in the fourth quarter. A good crossing pattern.
Yeah. Cepeda with his third touchdown of the game, Terry.
And Cepeda, if he would have dropped that ball, they would have had to have called interference because they were hanging on him as he made the reception. But he was able to hold on and take it on into the end zone for a touchdown. 48-6. Looks like they're going to go for 2. That's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to go for 2 with a 48-6 lead. Hello. And they got the 2-point conversion.
Pass complete to number 12, Aaron Rangel.
I'm not sure about that, Joey.
I think Coach Ford just wanted to get the 50.
You're up 48-6, and you go for a 2-point conversion.
I think he just wanted to hit the 50.
Well, that might be. I don't know. Maybe they all get a free Whataburger after the game. One of those promotions that some of these sports teams have. But I want to tell you, I don't know. 50-6 is the score. 9:51 to go in the ball game, and Weslaco is going to get the ball back. Let's see if they can get another 8-minute drive out of this thing.
Well, I think that first drive, Terry, was actually, worked against us. We took so much time off the clock, it didn't score.
Yeah, but then about 2 plays later, we got a touchdown when they try to pass from down there.
Yeah.
So who we got running? I believe we've got the same 3. We got Omar Pena, John Rojas, and R.C. Cervantes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Ralph Garcia, one of the up men. We'll know their intentions on this kickoff.
I wouldn't put it past Scott Ford.
To what? Run an offside kick?
Yeah, an onside kick. I wouldn't put it past him.
Then you might have a war of the coaches.
Back to receive for the Panthers, number
But this kid here, this kid will put it out of the end zone. He's been doing it all night long. Look at our three. You don't see this very often. Our three receivers, Joey, are all on the goal line. You talk about respect for the kicker.
They know he's got the leg.
Yeah, I mean it. High, and then look at the hang time. They're going to come get this at about the 6-yard line, but not a lot of room out there. And down they go at about the 20-yard line, so not much on the return that time for the Panthers.
He catch at the 1-yard line?
Yep. No, actually he came up to about the 5, but remember he's kicking it so high that his return or his kickoff team, the special team, is getting down there underneath that thing. We have yet to get the ball past the 20 on a return.
And I was corrected. Zepeda has 4 touchdowns tonight.
4 touchdowns and all pass receptions?
Yep.
Wow.
Career night.
I feel like we're watching Drew Brees out there for the Saints.
Well, 2 different quarterbacks.
Yeah. All right, here we go. De Leon has been the quarterback the entire half. Hand off to Rojas, trying to get wide. He's punched around. He's still hustling up to about the 26, 27-yard line. And things are getting physical again here at the end of the ballgame. Yep, Rojas, the ball carrier, but like I said, things were real physical in that second quarter and first quarter.
I think it starts with a late whistle. If you have a running back stood up and he's not getting forward progress, blow the whistle, stop the play, don't get a kid hurt, and don't start fights.
Right, yeah, that's true. Rojas comes off. 7-yard gain. Inside handoff again. And Los Fresnos defense all over. Herrera, he might have got a yard at the most.
And this is where an offense like ours, Terry, that is built on taking time and scoring big on one or two plays, is working against us.
Well, this is where you need to keep the sticks going, keep that defense, keep the defense off the field, let the offense get some work out. The offense didn't have the ball much in that first half.
That's why we wish we had Randy Lopez can throw the ball.
Well, we got a new quarterback, and he's done a decent job, De Leon. Here we go, got some running room, trying to get to the outside, 35. Spin it up to about the 40, and we got the first down.
He was down.
Yep.
I mean,
the Panther player is still on the field.
Terry, that's unusual in the fact that the side judge is really putting the ball 2 or 3 yards back from where the football player falls down. It's where the ball hits the knee, right?
Right, exactly, where the knee hits down.
It's not where the ball goes, but where the knee hits.
Now he's telling the Panthers to get back, coach.
Where's Jetson?
Yeah.
There he is. Jetson's in shorts tonight.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one of who was the Panther runner? Was that Rojas, John Rojas?
That was Rojas.
Yeah, and he's down. I don't know. They're looking at his leg. I don't know if he's got a cramp or what he's got.
It looks like they're treating him for cramps, Terry.
Yeah. But we thought when we came over here, we didn't know what the weather. I mean, I had to go down to the store and get me an umbrella, and fortunately, I haven't had to use it tonight, Joey. The weather turned out beautiful here at the ballpark. It rained this afternoon. They said we saw a lot of standing water around here when we come into the ballpark tonight, and the weather has cooperated beautifully.
Yeah, we were expecting to use the umbrella, the $5 umbrella that you bought from a dollar store.
Yeah, from the dollar. Hey, we got any update from over at Ed Coach?
Tied in the fourth quarter, 8-8.
Well, I knew it was going to be defense. John Rojas comes off the field. He'll have to sit out one play, but you got to believe he's going to be back in. He's got that uniform. Somebody's going to have to get the tide out, put that thing in the washing machine tonight because John's been. Another thing too, Joey, the field has held up pretty well, to be honest with you.
You know what? You're right. Yeah. It's really not that bad as we thought.
It hasn't been chewed up as much as we thought it would be. First down and 10 for Weslaco. In motion.
Fumble.
Oh, fumble. You know who we haven't seen running the ball this half at all? Have not seen R.C. Cervantes running the ball in this half. I haven't. I don't remember. It's been Ralph Garcia, and it's been Aaron Burciaga, and it's been John Rojas carrying the ball.
Yeah, he has not been in the backfield. I haven't seen him in the backfield either.
I've been looking for him. I didn't see him get hurt. Maybe. You remember we saw him limping there at the end of the first half? Maybe that is. I don't know.
Well, he was there for the kickoff.
Right.
But after that, really nothing.
We're speculating, aren't we?
Yeah.
Great speculators. Second down and about 10. Inside handoff again. Got some room. Up over the 40 to the 41-yard line. Good run that time.
27.
That's Herrera. And I'll tell you, they're bumping him around. they're trying to play a little game of intimidation here, and they've got away with it a little bit.
Well,
Timmy Cerna comes into the ball game.
And what you do with this, Terry, is you get your sophomores and your juniors more experience.
Hey, there's a guy with an arm, Tim Cerna. Little movement that time. A couple guys moving. Handoff coming this way. That's Jimenez.
Oh, fumble.
And he got the ball stripped, and Los Fresnos has got it. Yeah, I saw that too. That was Jimenez, number 23, and it was just stripped out of his arms. And the Falcons are going to take over in their own territory at about the 48-yard line.
Yeah, number 5 from Los Fresnos, Rivera, came right behind him, and he didn't even know he was there until, he already took the ball away.
All right, the Weslaco defense back on the field. 6:55 to go in the football game. And now Hernandez is at the quarterback spot. And he's the passing quarterback of the two. I look for Nunez maybe to get the ball. And that's who's got it. Yep. Nope, that isn't Nunez. That's somebody else.
Number 26.
26 or 25.
Christian Martinez.
Yeah, Martinez 26, and he got 7 or 8 yards in a play.
Initial tackle, number 37, Lopez.
And we talked about a young team for the Panthers. Los Fresnos has a pretty young team too.
They're rebuilding. They had a lot of good players the last couple of years. Had the Springer boys.
Second down and a long.
It's amazing how big these offensive linemen are.
Oh yeah, they are huge here. Second down and about 2 or 3 to go. Hand off again, and got enough for the first down at about the 42-yard line. But
Martinez, a junior, getting him some playing time.
Yeah, we're late. This is pickup time, but they're still running their first team's quarterbacks out there. I mean, really, maybe these are the only two guys who play quarterback, and they're going to play the entire ball game. A rotating system between Castillo and Hernandez.
I brought in a bunch of brand new receivers.
Right, and probably new linemen as well. Hand off again. As that Martinez, he's got some running room this time, and he comes down at about the 23-yard line. Guess who again? Boy, Sabino Reyna's he's been busy tonight. Let's just say that.
Well, I mean, you talk about the juniors and the character of a champion, and Sabino Reyna has that character. Never give up that kind of attitude. You got to admire a kid like that. No matter what the score is, he's fighting till the very end.
Well, I'm looking down on the field, and I see, I don't know what it means, but I see a sophomore quarterback, Brandon Arce, warming up down there. Maybe he's going to get a chance to play. Hand off. Oh, fumble. Who wants it? A little confusion between the quarterback and Martinez that time, and it basically ends up as a kind of a busted play. And that's going to bring up third down, and still only about 3 or 4 yards to go. But what I'm doing, Joey, I'm looking down here, and he's just tossing the ball right now. But who knows? He is listed in the program as a quarterback. But he's just listed as a sophomore as well, number 12.
Oh, I was wondering who you were looking at.
Right, down here in front of me. Now he's kind of put the ball away for right now. Here's Martinez again. He's got some running room, breaks a couple of tackles, cuts up again. Still going. Boy, this boy is running hard inside to about the 10-yard line.
Number 26.
Hey, when you're one of those backups, Terry, what you want to do is make it worthwhile.
Right.
When you get in there, hey, score a touchdown. You may not ever see the field again. Might as well get your best right now.
And he is. He's doing a good job of running the football, running hard with it. And you're right. You get into the ball game late, and he's doing a good job. He wants to impress the coaches as well. He wants some more time. Ball just inside the 10-yard line. First down and goal to go. As they got the ball again down to the 10-yard line.
A new guy, Buenwestros, in the backfield.
Still the quarterback is Hernandez, I believe, number 7.
Yeah.
Yep. And Martinez is doing all the ball carrier now.
Actually, that was not Martinez. That was Buenwestros.
That was
number 23.
You sure that was who it was?
Yep, number 23.
I'll believe you.
Martinez is coming back in, though.
Julian's shaking his head.
It's 23.
You know Julian who? Oh, we haven't even given credit to our camera people here tonight, Joey.
Do we need
Julian,
to do?
Yeah, we do. Julian Oliveras and Mike Palacio is always doing a great job behind the camera.
I don't know about Julian, but Mike does a great job.
Yeah. Hand off again to Martinez. Breaks a tackle, still going down near the goal line. Let's see if he made it in or not. If he didn't, he's close. He's inside the. Is he inside the 1?
They haven't changed it on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I haven't seen him go up with a touchdown yet. Now they must have, because they brought it back to the 3-yard line. Yep, and they got the extra point kicker in this time.
Wow.
Yep, he did get the touchdown, 56-6. Got a new kicker. And he gets it through the uprights.
And it's good.
And that is 57-6. Los Fresnos is going to jump out to a 1-0 record in the district this year. Weslaco goes to 0-1. Actually, Weslaco is probably two hardest opponents in the district, Joey, are the first 2 games. I believe they have Pace next week.
You know, Terry, we talk about when you have a chance to come in the game, you know, some of the Panthers are going to get their chance tonight. Okay. You know, and you got to look at the future for the Panthers. Look for, you know, to next week. You know, Pace is no slouch. You got Tostado, one of the best quartquarterbacks in the valley.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah.
And Tostado,
we do have him at our place, though.
And that's an advantage. Last time we were over there, that was a tough game. We ended up losing that game, but man, I think if the Panthers show the heart that they had tonight, that you know, getting beat this bad, I think they can really pull it off.
Lopez did not play this half, did he? He played in the first half, threw a few balls, and I don't think that's number 1 kicking.
That's number 40.
Yep. And one more time, the Panthers are inside the 20. I don't believe the Panthers have been past the 30-yard line this year, Joey, on a kickoff in the whole year.
Hey, and Terry, I got a question for you. You know, look at number 40 in his shoes. Did you wear shoes like that when you were a kicker?
I wore just regular football shoes. Had the high spikes.
The yellow shoes, the mustard yellow shoes.
When I played, they had just invented grass.
Did they have helmets back then?
Oh, yeah. It wasn't quite the leather heads, but I can remember watching as a kid going to the games. I can remember the leather helmets without the face mask.
The 1 bar?
Yeah, we had 1 bar when I played. Although I remember my senior year, we had a kid with 2 bars. That was a big deal. Yeah. But they were just, I mean, the helmets, I mean, the technology in helmets has changed so much.
Just a reminder to everyone, our next game.
Yeah, and the helmets are you know, now are designed to prevent concussions, where before they really didn't think about that.
The technology in sports equipment has really come along.
7 o'clock kickoff.
You know.
7 o'clock kickoff next Thursday night.
I mean, I played baseball in the era. There were no aluminum bats. I mean, they hadn't even come up with those things yet. Not even for softball. Everything was wood.
Did you carve your own bat?
Well, you could have. Here we go. Reverse. Coming the other way, and nothing going there. 20-yard line. The biggest play of the night really has been that run by Ralph Garcia.
Yeah.
And the halfback pass to De Leon that got called back.
And you know, you talk about bright points. You want to always try to find bright points within the game, and no matter if it's a loss or a win. And Ralph Garcia, great running back.
Yeah, he's
Sabino Reyna showing some great heart.
But you know, whether you lose 57-6 or whether you lose 18-6 or even 10-6. A loss is a loss, and you have to go back and say, okay, what do we got to do? What do we, you know, let's start new next week. Inside handoff again, and nothing. Los Fresnos has played with a lot of intensity all night long, and you got to give them credit. Their defenses look good out there, and they played pretty well here in the second half. You know.
Yeah, what can you say, Terry?
Well, Weslaco outscored them 6-0 in the third quarter, and they've just turned the ball over again, I believe. Well, they're going to kick the ball. Reyna's going to kick it. But we outscored Los Fresnos 6-0. They've scored a couple of touchdowns here in the fourth quarter, but the second half has been a lot more competitive. Let's just say that. But like I said, a loss is a loss. You go back and you say, okay, what can we do to make this better? Ryan Flores comes out onto the field late to offer a little protection. Let's see if Sabino Reyna can get himself a good kickoff here. Line of scrimmage is about the 20. Good kick. Whoa, wow. Nobody back, and my goodness. And now look at the bounce. Oh, hey, from 20 to 20, that's a 60-yard, about 3-yard shot. That's a 57-yard kick from the line of scrimmage, not from where he actually kicked it. and we're down to about 1 minute to go in the ball game.
Wow, what a great kick.
Yes, outstanding. Sabino Reyna has definitely done a great job. I mean, we've been calling his name out all night. He scored the only touchdown tonight.
That's right.
He's got the only 6 points for Weslaco on about a 5 to 10 yard interception return, and I know he's leading the team in tackles out there. He's in on about every tackle I've seen.
You know what's funny, Terry? We didn't really get into the interception, how it hung on his head for a little bit.
Yeah. All right, here we go. The last minute of play, handoff. Is that? Oh, I don't know who that was, but he got hammered at about the 23-yard line. It might be Martinez again.
I couldn't see that number.
Right now, the fans are filing it out here, and the Los Fresnos crowd kind of hanging on. Had a decent crowd tonight, but it'll be good to get back home next week and get some of that home cooking at Bobby Lackey Stadium.
Yeah, we stay away from the bugs. We got some real artificial grass. We got our scoreboard.
Yep. We just got the atmosphere, that's all.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're down to 25 seconds to go. This may be the last play of the game. We'll wait and see. A little movement in the line. Oh, the quarterback says, you left me, boys. You left me. I think that's number 4 is the quarterback.
Jesus Galvan.
Yep.
Number 14.
14? Yep, you're right. That's a good number.
That your number?
That was my baseball number.
Oh, okay.
I don't even, you know what, I was the center. Get this. My number in football was 38, and I was a center.
Wow.
So I was eligible to go get a ball if I wanted to. All right, that'll do it. 57-6. The Los Fresnos Falcons have defeated the Weslaco Panthers. And Joey, final thoughts on tonight's game.
Well, Terry, you always take some positive off a loss. We want to make sure that the Panthers, hey, this is one loss. It's in district. Let's move on to the next game. We got to forget about this. We've got a tough opponent coming to our house in Brownsville Pace. So we need to.
I'll tell you, if we only end up with one loss in district, we're in the playoffs. I'll guarantee that. Okay? So, tough night tonight for the Panthers. It was just too much Falcons in the first quarter, and they rolled on. They were up 42-0 at halftime and rolled to a 57-6 win. On behalf of the crew at KOS and Joey Calvillo, this is Terry Beitler wishing everyone a pleasant good evening from Leo Aguilar Stadium in Los Fresnos. The final score tonight, Los Fresnos 57, Weslaco 6. Good night, everybody.